Hello everyone, Jurassic Man here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the new Dino Jurassic World Mega Destroyer Pentaceratops. Now, before we get into the review, I gotta say it has been way too long since I last made a video. I mean in general. Things have been difficult a lot recently, so you gotta bear with me with that stuff. But also motivation, since, a lot of these toy reviewers are doing a lot better job than me, and there's a lot more of them now than there was when I first started this, so a bit of stiff competition. But you know what? At least I'm glad that I inspired some of them, because I've seen them in some comments of mine that I didn't check, that I really have inspired people to actually do more reviews, along with other people to do more of these Jurassic reviews. So, let's get right to it. Now, this is a figure I've been waiting for since the first leaks came around, which I think was a few months ago, and I'm excited to actually get this now. If there's anything I love, it is Pentaceratops' overall shape and design. I mean, this looks very similar to that of the one in Jurassic World Evolution, so that's good that they use a snap-based model. Now, before I get more into it, I just gotta say, I really love this. And I don't know if I did say this in another review, maybe not, maybe the one that I got cancelled, but I did say I'm not gonna be doing more of these box reviews because, we've seen what the box looks like. We all know what the box looks like. We just know the design differences between each figure. So, the front of the box has the Pentaceratops. The back of the box, oh shoot. Ignore that. The back of the box has this display of how the Pentaceratops action feature goes, along with the new Coloration. The Mega Strike, Pentaceratops Breakout is another figure with capture gear. And of course there's the Jurassic Fact apps, which I'll get into that later. So, let's get right into the review. Okay, so now I got the figure out. Well, not really. Well, kinda. The guy is still in his capture gear, which I put on off screen because I just gotta say one thing before I get into this. I'm gonna mention the capture gear first, because it seems like they made the capture gears a little too weak than they were when they first came out. Because you can already see it is already coming off right there. It's pretty easy to take it off, which I'm not gonna like it that much, but it makes the action feature work better, so I guess there's that. So, if I'm gonna show the capture gear, I gotta at least show the mechanism. Before I do that, I gotta admire the coloration on this. Yes, I know it's a simple brown coloration, kind of like a cookie color actually, with these nice back stripes. They don't go down that far, but you know what? At least they make it look aesthetically pleasing. They got a nice yellowish underbelly, sort of kind of like a yellow gold, and of course they got the ivory for the beaks and horns. And the eye is also yellow too, so there's that. And I gotta say, the details on this is really nice. It's very simple, yet very rugged and bumpy. And I like that. The little creases that they give on the tail is also a nice touch. And of course, underneath on the side. I think the best part is probably be the frill. I'll get into the head sculpt once we get the action feature out of his head. But, let's get it out. So what you do is that this back button right here moves the Pentaceratops forward, as you can see. But this front one right here is the head action, which lets the figure come out of the capture gear, which is two pieces. So now that we got that out, we can now take a good look at the head. And I gotta say, I really love this head. Like, wow. Another thing I gotta mention is how it is rubber. A rubber head. This feels like the old JP rubber. That old feeling that you get from the Kenner figures. It's really nice, I gotta say. And they even kept a lot of good details on it. The whole head is rubber too. There's a plastic base underneath it, obviously. But the whole head itself is rubber. And that's pretty cool because Pentaceratops has these huge frills on the back of his head. So if they were plastic, they would actually weigh a lot, I think. And it probably would have made the action feature harder to work. Because if you look here, it looks fine. Not to mention, if it was plastic, any kids will smack their fingers with his head right there. The good thing is rubber, but you know what? Screw those kids. The details, honestly, the details on this guy. Look at those scales. Look at all those individual scales. They're so wonderful. And I love the horns. Like, they don't look too sloppy at all. They got these nice, at least they colored the beak too. And a lot of them don't really color the beak. So seeing all the horns painted, the beak painted, it's just an overall really wonderful figure. And from other reviews I've seen, this is one of the largest one, out competing the Sinoceratops, which I can't bring out because it's stuck behind some other figures. And of course, the Pseudoceratops that came out a few years ago. I know a lot of people missed that out, but saying that Dominion has the Pseudoceratops, I got a feeling they're going to re-release that figure. Maybe with that. Also, I gotta mention the Articulations, because like the Pseudoceratops, they brought it back. You see? You could turn the head side to side. It's actually a ball joint. So you can have it look scrunched up, like it just saw something they didn't like and is backing up. Or you can have it all the way lowered down, like it's feeding or drinking. It has a nice ball joint to it. I don't know how well it is, since I don't want to damage my figures too much, but I gotta say, that ball joint is really nice. You can see a little bit underneath. The scalings. Oh man, I don't know, I just gotta say, this figure is really awesome. Articulation on these are basic. You know, full rotations on the back legs. Not too much at all. The front arms are very stiff. And of course, they got the torso movement right here. It doesn't stay, it goes back to its original position. It only goes to the right side of its body. So you can't move it the other way, but you can move it the other way. Like the head, the tail is also on a ball joint, which is pretty good. Because a lot of the Triceratops don't really have tail articulations. So I think this one have it is pretty good. Another thing it has is actually ankle swivels right here. Or toe swivels, since that's the ankle. But, you know, I don't really think you will need that. And then of course there's the Jurassic Fact app. See if we get that to focus. I don't know, if you guys can get that, then good on you. You got the Pentaceratops before buying it. So there's that. Here's a size comparison of the Pentaceratops with the Troodon. And I gotta say, the Troodon definitely beats the Pentaceratops a bit for the scalings. Because, like, wow, this is a $10 figure and it has all this details on it. That's pretty good. Here's a Pentaceratops scaled up with the Zuniceratops, the only other Triceratops or Ceratopsian figure that released this year. And like the other figure, wow, look at all that details on this. I don't really review the basic figures that much, so saying that they made them very well detailed these days is just awesome. Here's the Pentaceratops with his counterpart figure, the blue Carcharodontosaurus, which also has the same issue of the capture gear being a little weak to take out. But you know what? Like I said, it's probably for the same reason as the, you know, getting it out easier. And Alan Grant right there, like always. If this is in scale to the actual Pentaceratops, then holy shoot, this thing is huge. It's taller than his head. Its frill is taller than Alan Grant. And he's 6 feet. Remember that. So what I gotta say about this figure? Well, it is very well detailed, honestly. The scalings on it is amazing. And the action feature itself is just so cool. I mean, honestly, this whole figure is really awesome. And compared to the other figures released in this line, wow, just like incredible. I'm going to get this a 5 out of 5. And of course, we're going to end the year off with another Ceratopsian. Last year, we ended off, I think, with the Styracosaurus, which I can't get out because also it's covered in other materials. But yeah, if you guys want to get this, you could try your hands on buying it on Target online. So far, at the moment of this review, that's the only way you guys can get it. If not, you could probably find it in stores. It seems like Target gets the shipments of the figures first before Walmart does, so don't try Walmart yet. But yeah, hope you guys liked this review. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.